this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. This video is about the mistake that I made, and I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to admit it. I hesitated. I hesitated because of my wounding. I hesitated to be the man I knew I needed to be. I was scared, and I didn't take action. I didn't really fully admit the power that I had to take action, and that any action that I took was great and powerful and needed. My mistake was that I didn't get into action, find my purpose, make a difference for others, and be the man that I was designed to be until I was 44 years old. Prior to that, I was pretending that what wasn't good enough was good enough. And it was painful, but it was all I knew because I was up against a threshold of fear in my life. Fear that made me say, well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to be the man I'm supposed to be. But at 44 years old, I said, enough is enough. I got angry at my complacency. I got angry that I didn't have the results that I knew I was capable of having. I got angry that I actually wasn't applying myself, that I wasn't making a difference. I saw the pain in the world that bothered me so bad, and I didn't do anything about it. My original wounding goes back to when I was a teenager, when I saw that the world is based on herding culture, herding animals. It bothered me so bad. You know, herding culture is the root of poverty and slavery and war and genocide and racism and speciesism and classism. And the reason we're all struggling and suffering and hate each other, and it's herding culture, is the first time it ever happened. It only started in Iraq 10,000 years ago. It's fairly new. Humans, are subject to the kings taking the animals and making a this and them and an us and them problem that nobody sees. Nobody sees it. Nobody sees that herding culture is the root problem of our society. So at 44 years old, I said, I'm going to act. I'm going to help people become vegan. Not just junk food vegans eating pasta and gluten and grains and vegan ice cream, but sustainable long-term vegan. I'm going to help people detox so that they can sustain a vegan diet long-term for the rest of their lives, so they don't go back to meat, so they don't participate with the herding culture. I'm not out here making the rally cry against herding culture. I'm here helping people detox. I'm solving the problem one person at a time. I'm solving a problem for others that then helps me solve my problem. And that's the mistake I made my whole life, is not addressing my biggest problem. And the only way I can address my biggest problem is to help others with their problem. And that in turn solves my problem. And that's what I stepped into at 44 years old when I went raw vegan. My other biggest wounding as a teenager was that my father wasn't there for me. He wasn't the man that showed me how to be a man. He wasn't a role model. I didn't admire my father. I didn't look up to my father. He cut me off when I was just a teenager, 17, didn't provide any money, moral support, friendship. My father's not my friend. He's still alive today. He's in his 80s now, but I don't have much of a relationship with him. I don't need anything from him. And now I get to be the man that he was not. I'm not going to sit back and pretend what isn't enough is enough. I'm going to step up and make a difference and be the leader that he wasn't, and be a man who makes a difference in the world for others. I'm not going to sit back and be complacent and pretend that half-ass is good enough like he did. So I am solving my problem of my wounding by being a raw vegan, by taking action to solve the problem of herd and culture, the wounding of how we treat animals, the wounding of how we create poverty and despair and separation amongst ourselves. I went raw vegan to invigorate my life, to be a leader, to say enough is enough, to face the hard facts, to do what's hard to get the right results. And I started with a juice fast. That was how I started my raw vegan journey at 44 years old. I did a 40-day juice fast. I got mucoid plaque out of my digestive system, and I shared it on social media, and people started to ask me lots of questions. And so I started to ask a little bit of money to get on the phone with people, and that started my coaching business. And then I started doing juice fast coaching for people. And then I started my Raw Vegan Heroes membership. Now, everything I've learned about how to be a vegan, how to be a raw vegan, I have put into my free video course called How to Go Raw Vegan Start Here Guide. There is a link in the description for my free video course, and I highly recommend you sign up for that because it's amazing. It's really good quality stuff because I know that my 10% is someone else's miracle. I'm not holding back anymore. This is me being the man and the leader that I've always been destined to be, the stamp on my heart to make a difference for the future of humanity. And it's in my video course, and it's free. So sign up for that. Also, if you're ready to do a juice fast, if you want to go on your raw vegan journey, if you know that being a raw vegan is you being in your leadership, like it was for me, then start with a 40-day juice fast and get the support and the community around you that's going to help you achieve that at the highest level. Join my group coaching program, Raw Vegan Heroes, and let's do this together and celebrate together. When you join Raw Vegan Heroes, you get a weekly Q&A live stream with me. I will be your mentor, and we can learn together. I'm here to help, inspire, and uplift and educate in my weekly Q&A live streams. You get world-class health coaching from me and my assistant moderators in the group. And we have over 1,400 members currently in our community at the making of this video. It's incredibly supportive and loving and engaged. And when you join Raw Vegan Heroes, you can get your fears and your questions and concerns answered and held by the community. We need community to do this. And this is part of me being a leader and not being complacent anymore, is saying, I'm going to build a community. I'm going to build the movement that is going to put an end to herding culture. Maybe not in my lifetime, maybe in 1,000 years. But what we're doing now is going to have ripple effects for the eons of time. So come join us. You also get my Success Path video course. 37 videos on how to go raw vegan. You also get my Hot Topics training module. You get my juice fasting protocol, which has everything you need. Juice fasting, the recipes, the quantities, how to use husk and clay, how to use enzymes to clean out your digestive system, get out mucoid plaque so you can be raw vegan sustainably long-term. And you can help others be vegan long-term, sustainable vegans, not junk food vegans, not gluten eating, pasta eating, ice cream eating vegans, real vegans. If that's what you want, join Raw Vegan Heroes, and there's a link in the description for 75% off the yearly membership. If you join the yearly, you will get a 75% discount. I incentivize the yearly because it takes time to integrate into a new lifestyle, to learn, to be part of the community and see what others are doing and to make the most of it and have it transform your life. So join the yearly, get 75% off, and the link is in the description. My biggest mistake was not taking action out of paralysis, out of fear of not knowing how to take action. To not step into my leadership and realize that my 10% is someone else's miracle. To realize that any action I take is highly, desperately needed in the world. My mistake was being sad, being disempowered, being emasculated. All those years, 44 years of my life, I didn't do what I needed to do. And finally I did. I went raw vegan, and I educate, inspire, uplift, and build community around this movement that is so desperately needed on this planet. We need to put an end to that which oppresses us and enslaves us and distorts our perspective of who we are and the future of our existence on this planet and the beautiful divine origins of who we are, our galactic birthright, our galactic DNA, crystal code, genetics that we are. And we can really change our genetics, change our epigenetics, change our DNA, and rewrite the story of our lives on a raw vegan diet. And you deserve that. We all deserve that. So let's do this together. Much love to you. I hope this was a helpful video. I hope this was a good message. And, my prayer is that everyone doesn't make the same mistake that I made in my life. Step into it no matter what it means. It doesn't matter if you do it wrong. You can't. Action is the most powerful thing you can take, even if you fail, just like I've done. I didn't know how to do any of this. I'm just here making it up as I go along. Hope that's helpful, everybody. I will see you in the next one. Much love and blessings from over here in Austin, Texas. Bye-bye.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.